Okay, you all. This is going to be another video in the series of about 300 and how many do I have up there? 380 videos. I don't know how people can keep track of everything I'm doing up there, but all right, man. I wanted to cover some concepts related to something that Andy Albright is talking about, tracking unique recruiting legs, URLs. And what's interesting about that is I sent Andy an email on January this year, 2016. I said, hey, dude, man, I love issue paid leg report, but I think a better metric for growth of a business is unique recruiting legs. How many legs are recruiting agents? Okay. And that will tell you how wide you are with recruiting agents and how strong your business is. Because I teach this, the 13th commandment, right? And the 13th commandment is thou shalt not fooleth thyselfeth, okay? Thou shalt not fooleth thyselfeth. So you can't fool yourself, gang, on how big you think your group is. Now, so let me kind of show you what I mean by that, okay? Someone gets all fired up when they draw their group out, and they've got all these circles, and Alex, I got all these people, man, I'm so excited. They're all coming in, this person has this person, and it's just jamming. I've got all these circles, man, and it's just, man, my group is jamming. Look how big it is. It's huge. I go, okay. So how many people are contracted? It's like, oh. So erase the ones that aren't contracted yet. Okay. Let's erase all these people. Okay. Okay, now erase the people that are not writing any business on a regular basis, like at least one issue paid policy a month. Oh man, you're a killjoy. You're a buzzkill, dude. I got, well, under the light of thou shalt not fool thyself, that person, this person isn't, but that person is. Get fired up on that. Got that person. And let me see. Okay. Okay. Okay, now of all those people, how many people are how many people are recruiting independent of you? In other words, they don't need you to help them recruit. They're bringing on they're fast tracking every week. They're bringing and contracting agents at least one a month or two a month or more. They're independent of you. Now, I mean independent meaning they don't need you to recruit. They may need you to, do follow-up calls or welcome calls or whatever, but they don't need you to physically help you bring agents on for them. They're doing everything on their own. How many people do you have there? Really? You gotta ask me that question? Alex, it's just me. Woo! Get fired up. See, because you got to start off with the reality that if it's you, I'm fired up for you. Because at least you know what you should be doing. You're doing the one thing we do, which is sell, recruit, and build. Okay? Sell, recruit, and build. Well, you're doing selling and you're recruiting. Okay? You're looking for someone to build with. Okay? What is someone who's... When you start building, you find people that want to do what you're doing. So they're independently bringing people on like you are, independent of you, and they're getting results. They're bringing people in the business. They're contracting. They're getting people started, and they're starting to write business. They're getting people to at least do the first thing, selling, right? And they're recruiting, and they're starting to build to try to find someone like them. So this is when you're a builder, when you find someone like you who's doing selling, recruiting, and building, okay? So thou shalt not fool thyself. You can only grow when you can find people that are selling, recruiting, and building that are duplicating you. We're talking about people that duplicate, okay? You want to duplicate yourself. So number one, the first thing is, am I a copy worth duplicating? All right? So am I 8 steps to success, called the team player steps, right? Do I understand light of day? This is all the playbook stuff. 8 core values, right? We got PI, right? We got the 8 core values. We got, this is, you know, and then sell, recruit, and build. Okay. Are you doing this? Because you can only build, you attract who you are, not what you want. And so if this is who you are, then you are going to have a huge business because you're doing the do. This is what Andy talks about, doing the do. You're doing all these things. You're not doing like everything 1,000% or 100%, okay? But you're doing a little bit of everything, and you're not excluding something because I'm just too good for that, or I don't need to do that. You're reading, you're working, you're doing all the 8 steps to success. You duplicate, you associate, you edify, you believe in the core 8 values, you practice them. You believe in why we exist, prosperity, inspiration, eternity. And you're selling, you're recruiting, and you're building. If you are doing this, then you become a copy worth duplicating. You're getting your mind right. You're the person we're looking for in the Alliance to help us grow and take over the world. This is the definition of someone who's duplicating, right? And so who do you want to find who's just like you? Now, look, it might have taken you 2 years to get to this point, all right? So you do have to have a farm club of people coming on that will eventually get here, whether it's right from day 1 or month 6 or year 3, they eventually get there. You don't know who that person's going to be, but you know what you're looking for, right? We call it, you're the ultimate fruit inspector. You're looking, checking fruit, okay? This fruit's not ripe yet, okay? So you're going to not pick it, okay? And you got this one, it's like, oh baby, this one's ripe. This one's ripe. This is what I'm building my business with. I'm going to let the other ones ripen, but I'm taking the ripe ones and I'm putting my time, energy, and effort in helping that person do what I'm doing. I'm going to devote my resources, my energy, my emotional relationship energy in them, my investment energy. I'm investing my time, energy, and emotion in them because you only have time, energy, and emotion. Time, money, and emotion. I'm investing my time, my money, and emotion because you only have 3 things to invest in people. Okay, you got time, you've got money, and you got emotion. Those are the only 3 things that you can invest in people. So you need to check the fruit and figure out if you need to invest all your time, money, and emotion in that person, or if they're not ripe yet, you maybe invest your time, okay, maybe your emotion. Okay, but this one I'm investing my time, money, and emotion. Okay, I'm praying for this guy who's to ripen, but I got this guy who's ripe, so I'm pouring more energy because I only have so much of time, only so much money, and so much emotion. So where am I going to put this? I got to check where I need to put it, okay? So I'm kind of setting you up to kind of get to this point of what you're looking for to build your business, okay? What are you doing to build your business? In other words, you got to have the end in mind. You got to know what you're trying to accomplish, gang. You got to know what you're trying to accomplish. So that's this right here. Do you see this? This is the builder's, okay? So you're moving up this side. I gotta learn how to do things backwards here. You're trying to move up this side all the way up to EVP. There you go. All the way up to EVP, right? You got to know what you're trying to accomplish. And so notice EVP takes 6 legs that are doing something. So you start off with the picture. EVP, that's 110% commission contract. You're making $1.2 million a year. Okay? EVP is 4 agency managers. 4 agency managers and 2 key leaders. Key leader, key leader. That's the picture in your mind. This is what it looks like. Leadership is visual from Tim Goad. Know what you're trying to accomplish. This is what you're trying to accomplish. So how do you accomplish it? Well, number one, let's kind of observe. Okay, what is this really? Agency manager. About 22 unique writing agents. About 50,000 issue paid a month, right? That's what it is. 22 unique writing agents and 50,000 a month. Now, how hard is that? Well, let's take a look at what agency manager looks like. It's a key leader, a team leader, a business promoter, and an IBA. Okay? And then what does a key leader look like? Well, a key leader is a business promoter, business developer, and 2 IBAs. Team leader looks like the same thing, except for one less IBA. Business promoter and IBA. Okay, so when you break down an agency manager and a key leader, look how many circles. And if everyone did 1 app a month, 1 app a week, you'd be popping over AM. It doesn't take a lot of people. But what does it take? It takes someone who's trying to duplicate what you're doing. That's what an AM is. So that means you've got 4 of these in width, and then 2 of these key leaders here in width. So you got 6 legs that are doing something, right? Got 6 legs that are doing something. So you do this, and you've got 4 in width, and then 2 key leaders in width. When you look at it and break it down, that's not a lot. But here's where people kind of lose the picture. They lose the picture because they're hiring all these people. Okay, and this is called building width. And they think just by bringing them in, they're going to suddenly flourish. Okay, they think that they're just going to, like, they get into class and it's like, oh, well, they spent money for class. They're going to graduate from class. They're going to go get their license, and they're going to be, and they're sitting on this group thinking, all right, man, I'm ready. I'm surely going to find 6 people that are going to do something. I've brought 9 people in. I've got 3 extras just in case these people quit. I'm good, man. I'm just going to continue to do my thing, and and then all of a sudden, this guy quits, this person never does anything, this person never gets out of class, this person sees the other ones quitting, and all of a sudden, you've got nothing. It's just you. And then you're wondering if this thing's going to work, right? This business is about knowing the structure you want to build and how you're going to get there. So how you get there is you need at least 6 people that are duplicating what you're doing. 6 people. That's it. All you need are 6. 6 that are doing the do. 6 of the duplicators in your width. Now, does it have to be the first person you hire? No. It could be this person. This person could be the person that does it. Okay? Do you have a better chance when you go in depth in finding this person? Absolutely, because it's going to be somebody. Statistically, it'll be someone, if you get it down 12 deep, there's going to be someone in here that's going to be your AM. They're going to do it whether you do it or not, they're going to do it. And that's what you want to find. You want to find someone who's going to do it whether you do it or not. I've got Patrick Connors and Mike Levitovich. Those organizations, trust me, I don't really need to do anything for them except to grow myself outside of them. Do you think that I got to worry about Mike and Noel? Their group is jamming. In fact, our team this month, on a 4-week month, we have a chance to do about 1.3 million issue paid. Our hierarchy is doubled from this time last year, and everybody has. Cater, Connors, Levitovich, Cruz, Dukes. I mean, everyone. My base shop. Okay? So it doesn't matter where they are. It just matters that you find 6. That's it. You just got to find 6. Now, you're gonna have to find a number of people to get those 6. So how do you know? When you look at your group, how do you know that you're going to get to this standard right here? How do you feel good that maybe your business is going in the right direction? Okay, so let's check off the things that are some of the worst indicators. Is volume a good indicator of growth? No. We see so many groups that blow up and then they fall back. You know, is level a good indicator of growth? Like your level, your chart, your level on the chart. If you're a national manager or regional manager or district manager, does that indicate? No, it does not indicate, because people pop up levels. How many agency managers do you know that hit agency manager and then they fall back to key leader? And how many DMs do you know they hit DM and they fall back to AM? I know, because I'm one of them. Although I never go below DM. You know, I hit national manager and then I fell back to RM. And then, but I'm solid DM for sure, every single month, no matter what. So, you know, I've got two massive legs, and then I'm just building my width. But people pop up, pop down. Level is not a good indicator on what kind of future your business holds for you. Again, don't be fooled by volume or level. Okay, let's put an X. Here are the indicators to me of how jamming your group is. So just my opinion, like all I know is what I know. In the last 16 years, I've been doing this, and then the other, 93. Yeah, so 7 years before that in another business with Andy. Here's what I know. What I know is volume is the worst indicator, level is the worst indicator of the state of your business. Here's the metrics that you can measure your business by. Unique writing agents. How many people do you have writing business at least one issue paid policy a month? Okay, how many people do you have doing that? Unique recruiting agents. How many people are bringing other people on, are contracting other people, independent? Well, that number as measured by NAA is anyone who brings on another contracted person, who contracts another agent. Okay, it doesn't really tell you who's actually recruiting independent of you or the system or you building depth underneath them. It's just someone who brings on another person. Okay, but still, that's an important number. And then the other one was unique recruiting legs. How many legs in width do you have recruiting? Okay, and this is the one that Andy just talked about in the TWC, the one that I asked him that we should track on a leaderboard. We should track that on a leaderboard. Okay, and then here's another one that isn't tracked yet, but unique recruiting agents in depth. URAD. How many unique recruiting agents do you have in depth? How many layers underneath that person? To me, if you've got, and then, you know, issue paid legs in width is another one. So how wide are you with issue paid legs? This is more of a function of sales. But if you're looking at growth in your business, man, it's unique recruiting agents and unique recruiting legs, and I think unique recruiting agents in depth. But these right here, to me, are the main things. So my question for you is, how many unique recruiting agents do you have, and how many unique recruiting legs do you have them in? And then how deep are you in them? This, to me, you're blowing it up, man. If you, number one, if you know those numbers, you're rocking, because then you're thinking right. You got to know, man, you got to know what this picture looks like. This picture is based on what this looks like in your group. Okay, so let's kind of take a look at that. Really, I wanted to kind of get to the unique recruiting legs and width. So here's you. Okay. Well, let me say this about that. Okay. Just so you can kind of know where everything's at with this. It doesn't take a lot. Just in NA alone, you've got, this is kind of what it looks like. Andy Albright has 31 unique recruiting legs. So this is recruiting legs. This is their people that are bringing on, they're contracting other agents, contracts. They're bringing on contracts. They're bringing on contracts. Okay, would be 3 unique recruiting legs because they're bringing on contracts. All right. So Andy has 31 of those. Lampy has 10. Davies has 10. Paul Roberts has 8. Fitz has 7. Owens has 7. Mike Levitovich has 7. I have 6. Patrick Connors has 6. Andy Riddle has 6. Dorian Sanders has 5. James Hill has 4. Adam Katz has 4. Jason Carey has 4. The Wilsons have 4. Joe Dukes has 4. Junior Korea has 4. Caucader has 4. These are pretty much all the other agency managers have below 4. Like this is what Andy read out on the TWC. Now notice, these guys are EVPs, EVP, Vice President, National Manager, EVP. These are the highest. They may not be at that level every month. Michael Owens, I think, National Manager. Mike Levitovich, I think, is a National Manager. I think we're RM. Patrick Connors is a RM. Andy Riddle, I think he's a RM. Dorian Sanders is DM. James Hill is a AM. Adam Katz is a AM. Junior Korea, AM. 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 And Kyle just got DM. Okay, so notice how many unique recruiting legs. And that makes sense, right? Because, to hit AM, you need at least 4 legs doing something. Okay? So you can kind of see a correlation. And this is all of NAA. So Andy talked about 86 out of all of NAA have 4 issue-paid legs. Well, look how many managers have unique recruiting legs. So these people at least recruited themselves in 4 different legs, duplicate themselves in 4 different legs, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So, look, you don't have to have a whole lot to kill it, to be in the top elite. It doesn't take a whole lot. It just takes a few. And it makes sense, right, when you've duplicated yourself, right? So, when you bring people on, okay, so in my experience, to go AM, you usually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 7 issue-paid legs. Just as the average. Anyone who's gone AM, if you look at issue-paid leg report, they go AM with 7 issue-paid legs, and they probably have they really only have maybe 2 7 issue-paid legs. They probably have 2 unique recruiting legs. That's their key leader leg and their team leader leg. Okay, maybe there's 3, so I'll give it 3. Because you got this guy maybe doing it, the BP. Okay, but this person definitely at least have 1. Okay, and then you're usually going over with a BP or volume. Okay, then you have some other legs that you brought on that give you enough volume to go 50,000. So really, you probably got 2 to 3 unique recruiting legs. And that's all it takes to go agency manager. If you get 2 legs duplicating you that are bringing width on their own, then you probably can actually ride 2 unique recruiting legs all the way to district manager, actually. But to go AM and to continue to go AM solid, you have to have 2 strong, unique recruiting legs, and maybe you're 1 deep. You got another duplicator. So really, AM let's boil down what an AM looks like. AM pretty much is you have a duplicator with another duplicator in depth, another duplicator. Now, what does that look like? That looks like team builder, right? So to go AM, you have to have a team builder structure with duplicators, okay? See, there's something interesting about this model that Andy put together. This molecule, it's the water molecule. It's like H2O, right? 2 duplicating legs with 1 duplicating leg in depth. Why? Because this is going to be this guy's key leader when he goes AM, right? And he's got someone who might be another duplicator. But because he's duplicating, he's bringing on his own width, he's going to find these 2 legs and he's going to help this guy, right? So if that's AM, is finding a team builder group of duplicators, then you just have to find another leg that you can find that again, and another leg. Do you see how simple it is? It's a team builder structure of people that are duplicating. Again, Alex, how do I know someone's duplicating? Okay, how you know they're duplicating is they're wherever you are. They're following you. You're at Instant Thunders. You're attending hotspots. You're at Instant Thunder. This, I showed you that other thing before, but let me show you kind of what are the seeds or the what is it? The popcorn. How do you know that you're on the trail? Well, you're picking up the pieces of popcorn, and where are those pieces of popcorn leading you? Okay, you know because they're attending hotspots. And they're probably running hotspot meetings. Okay, they're going to Instant Thunders. They're doing the extra stuff. They're reading. Okay, they're getting around Andy as much as possible. Look, I'm telling all my people to get around Andy. Don't get around me. I'm not the executive board member. Like, if you have a choice between getting around me or Andy, dude, seriously, don't get around me, get around Andy, right? And see, that's how I get rich. I get rich because I want everyone to duplicate the perfect copy. See, have you ever mimeographed or have you made a copy of a copy of a copy? Just take one copy and then you take what came out and then you take that copy and then put it in the copier and do it again. And then take the copy of that one. What happens about 20 generations is it looks distorted, it's all grainy, you can probably barely make it out because you're trying to make a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. It's like, gang, look, I'm not stupid. I do have my moments where I do some dumb things, but I'm not stupid when it comes to duplication. Why the heck would I want someone to duplicate me when they can duplicate Andy Albright? Okay? Who am I looking to duplicate? I'm looking at duplicating Andy Albright. I mean, come on, man. I ain't stupid that way. Okay. So I'm telling people, man, you get around Andy as much as you can. If you can text Andy, it's better to text than me. Like, I want Andy to do all the heavy lifting. That's why he has President's Club. Do you think I want all my people to sign up for President's Club because they get direct support from President's Club? Like Eric Barnes is talking to Justin Tripp. When Eric Barnes is talking to Justin Tripp, he's not talking to me. That means Justin Tripp is doing some heavy lifting for me, for my team, and I earn all the overrides on Eric's group. Oh my gosh. Like, hey man, keep talking to more of my people. I want people to sign up for President's Club. Why? Because it helps them and it helps me. Because I don't got a bad job of trying to help 1,000 people. I let Andy and his team and his system help all those people. I just invite people to stuff. It's easier to invite people to stuff than to try to teach them myself. See, Andy says it's caught, not taught. So what I'm trying to teach you is to get people to catch it. See, that's how you create a duplicator, is you get them around Andy, you get them around the team. They start buying, they buy tools from the NEA store to invest in their business, right? What's another characteristic? They're on all conference calls. They never miss a conference call. If your upline misses conference calls, oh my gosh, you really shouldn't listen to them. If they miss conference calls, you know, they're probably not someone you want to listen to. Again, you want to listen to Andy Albright. You listen to conference calls yourself, but if your upline isn't, man, I love the conference calls. Okay, these are just some indicators, okay, that they're due. Here's the other one. Okay, they're getting results. Okay, so those are kind of the outward growth stuff that you know someone's duplicating. Here's the other thing. Okay, is how do you know your people are duplicating? Is they're becoming leaders. Okay, so here's like the steps that you can identify if people become these people. Number one, they listen. They listen to you because you're listening to Andy and they're listening to Andy. Okay, do you see how that kind of works? It's like upline, the growing upline. Okay, and this is the potential duplicator. They listen to the upline because the upline's listening to Andy Albright. But then the upline is saying, hey, listen to Andy Albright. You see how that works? So there's this triangulation that goes on between the growing upline, the person's trying to duplicate Andy Albright. So the duplicator can listen to you, and if you repeat what Andy says, this person has confidence that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Do you see how that works? When you repeat what Andy's saying, then you're duplicating. This person has confidence that you're duplicating Andy, and then they'll listen to you because you're listening to Andy. Do you see that? You're not self-edifying. You're saying stuff that what Andy's saying. Like, if you understand this, you'll be rich. Okay? Oh my gosh. If you understand this alone, you'll be wealthy. It's this triangulation that happens purely by duplicating Andy. So they listen. Number two, they start to work. What do you mean by work? They're doing the do. They're selling, they're recruiting, and they're building. They start doing the work. Then number three, this is like a progression, a ladder. They start getting results. In other words, they're bringing people on. They got people that are fired up. They get them into the system. They start getting them policies issued paid for them. They're helping them do that. They're teaching them how to recruit. So you don't create a duplicator, right? Somebody who's selling, recruiting, building without teaching them how to recruit. Mm-hmm. A builder begins as a recruiter. And then you teach them what you're looking for, right? You're looking for someone who wants to recruit and build. That's what you're looking for. So they're getting results, okay? Number four, they start receiving edification. In other words, the growing upline is starting to talk about them more, okay? They start receiving edification. So they listen, they work. They start getting results, and then they get edified for those results, okay? And after they receive edification, they still listen to you and Andy. In other words, what some people do is they get edified, and then they think, yeah, it's all me. I'm the one. No, they get edified, and then they still listen. After they get the edification, they're still humble. That they still want to listen to you and want to listen to Andy. They don't have any dissension. They don't get too big for their britches. They don't start reading their press clippings. So they get edification. They don't listen to it. They use edification to edify other people in their organization. It becomes a mirror reflector. So when they receive edification from Andy, they reflect it down to their group. They're not just soaking it in for their ego. They're reflecting it on others because it's the power that they receive to edify other people that deserve the edification. See how that works? See, they're smart like that. They still listen. Number six, the final one is they're able to handle negative on their own. Do you think I have to counsel Mike or Patrick on how to handle negative stuff going in their group? Like how they handle a major chargeback, how they handle an agent who's acting like a knucklehead, like a little Napoleon, that won't let Patrick talk to anybody in their group. Well, you can't talk to my people unless you go through me. So we call those folks little Napoleons. They want to have control over their group. See, and those are the groups that fitter away and they die. So, that's kind of what happens. Someone who was starting to duplicate, their ego gets big, and then they think they can got to control everything. They don't let their upline and their downline, which is a huge mistake. Man, I want everyone in my upline, which is Andy and his whole staff, in my downline. I want to be in my downline, but I want them to be in my downline. I want to compound my time with them being in my group. I love that Stephanie's talking to Jonah. Why? Because I'm not having to talk to Jonah. When Jonah's like all freaked out, he calls Stephanie and says, "It'll be all right, Jonah." It's like, oh, thank God. Plus, she's got a prettier voice than me. And Jonah lights up when she talks because it's a woman's voice. Men light up when women talk. And so then Jonah calls me when he needs other things from me, right? Do you see how I don't have to be Stephanie? Stephanie, who works for Andy, is helping my business grow. Do you understand how powerful that is? Justin Tripp, who's talking to Eric Barnes, is helping my business grow. And Justin's younger than me. Like, I'm older. Eric may not relate to me like he relates to Justin. Justin can tell him upside his head, slap him upside his head, and Justin is a buddy, a teammate. He's not a father type. Maybe it's a different dynamic. And Eric will listen to Justin more than listen to me because it's Justin. It's like, do I care? No, I don't care. My ego will make me broke if I don't bridle it. Does that make sense? You guys don't understand. I mean, maybe you do. You guys should understand the power that Andy put together this business. People say, well, Alex, you've been with Alliance for like 16 years, 14 years, 16 years with Andy. Why don't you just start your own thing? Well, you could be much richer. It's like, folks, I'm smart like that. I don't want to have to deal with all the crap Andy has to deal with. Andy has given me the opportunity to duplicate in a turnkey system something I don't have to create myself. I don't have to create a President's Club. I don't have to create a lead program. I don't have to create none of that. The infrastructure, Andy has spent millions in an infrastructure that I can leverage to do this, and this in one leg, and this, and this in another leg, and this, and this in another leg, and in another leg. Do you see how you can get rich? Like, seriously, gang, don't get fooled by people saying, well, I got a 90% contract with this other group or 75% contract with this other group. It's like, God bless you. And you're going to make 75% of whatever you're going to be doing every month, right? And I'm at a 55%. And you can say, yeah, but I got 55% because I got Stephanie and Justin and Lucero and that speak Spanish. That's helping me recruit people in other parts of the country. What do you got with your 75%? Well, we got a good lead program, and I'm making $60,000 a year. I was like, dude, seriously, I'm gonna be making $60,000 a month because I got the alliance, because I got what Andy put together here. Does that make sense? Oh my gosh! Like, you got to understand what you got your hands on, gang. You got your hands on a system that will duplicate the good stuff and will get rid of the people that are bad for your business. We have this self-cleansing environment. Do you understand how powerful that is? A self-cleansing environment that stands for something that will get rid of all the crap that you may happen to bring in, right? It's like when you're fishing, sometimes you pull your net in and you don't got everything that you're looking for. You got like maybe all the tunas you're looking for, but you got some other like fishes in there that you don't want, right? Well, beautiful thing about NEA is that you're going to catch a whole bunch of types of people, and we're going to help the people that want to be helped. We're going to help the good people that want to be part of us, and then all the bad people will get washed out of the system because our system is so awesome. Do you think a nasty, evil person can stand up to Tim Goad? When Tim goes loving on people, that person will hightail it out of here because they can't stand to be loved on. That's why they're hateful people, because they can't stand to be loved. So Tim Goad's going to clean your business out, baby. Andy Albright's crazy in a smart way. The lunatic with a purpose and a mission is going to wash out all the people that are apathetic about life. right? And what Andy's going to attract are people are fired up. And that's the power you have with your 55% contract. Then go to 110%, lickety split, when you can find 6 people duplicating 4 AMs, right? So look, man, look at that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful system. So this is how you know you've got a leader. They can handle negative on their own. They don't need you anymore to handle negative on you. They're building a relationship with you, but most of all, they're building a relationship with Andy Albright. The other thing too is they're able to handle. This is kind of a corollary to this number 6. They handle the positive. They handle positive well. In other words, they don't become complacent when they start making huge amounts of money, right? They don't become complacent. They're still building their business with the same fire they had when they were just getting started as a team leader or a IBA, right? They don't get complacent when things go super well. They don't think it's all about them, all right? So issue paid legs are unique recruiting legs and width. Here's what I get excited about. When I have 6 duplicating legs that are bringing width on their own, they understand being part of the system, and they all want to bypass me and get with Andy Albright. This is what I get fired up about. And I'm bringing in a whole bunch more in my farm team that I'm going to get them and expose them to Andy. And I'm going to do my thing to be part of to be a copy worth duplicating, right? But I'm always going to point up to Andy Albright. Now I've got 2 huge legs, Mike Leventovich and Patrick Connors. And then I've got 4 that are waiting in the wings to get to as big as these guys. And then I've probably got actually that many more outside of that we're checking the fruit. We're checking the fruit, right? We're checking the fruit of the ones that I want to invest my time in, my time, money, and emotion in, right? Because I'm investing my time, money, and emotion in these 4 legs because these are duplicating me, right? And these are all agency managers just waiting to happen, just a matter of time, because I'm in there. Then I got a whole bunch of people in the farm club wanting to become these people who want to become these people. See how simple that is? So anyway, that is it. That is all I got, I think. Man, I threw some concepts at you, but I want you to start thinking that you want to create duplicators, right? So you got to be a duplicator to create a duplicator. Does that make sense? Which means you got to find people to find the ones who you think are potential, and then time, money, emotion is what you invest. And that's it. That's the summary. And the why you are, like, let's 6. If you got 6 unique recruiting legs, man, you're poised for some awesome stuff, right? You're poised for some awesome stuff. You want more than that, but if you can get to 6, man, Kenny bar the door. All you have to do is continue to work hard, but you know your business is going somewhere. If you only have 2 recruiting legs, then you're probably agency manager, okay? But you may not go past agency manager. You're going to need more. But if you go from 2 to 6, man, you're going to be making some serious jack. All right, gang, I'm done.